Well, we apologize for that. We'll definitely bring you visuals of that very story later and our subsequent bulletins there. But now let's go to the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, who have had a media engagement to deliberate on irregular activities within the private institutions in the country. The chairman for Ghana Tertiary Education, Professor Kwame Boafo Arthur, in an address said the media is vital in the affairs of the country, hence the need to engage them on matters relative to the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
As you may already be aware, the objectives of this seminar are as follows. 1. To inform and educate the media fraternity on the mandate and operations of the Commission as spelled out in Act 1023, with provisions that have implications for media practice in Ghana. 2. To establish the level of awareness of standards and quality assessment and quality assurance in tertiary education by the media and their role thereof. 3. To come up with strategies on how best the Commission, in collaboration with the media, can put the issue of continuous quality improvement in tertiary institutions on the forefront of public or national discourse. Several factors were taken into consideration by the Primary Committee in fashioning the stated objectives. As a key stakeholder in national development, it was deemed necessary to ensure that our media is well briefed and informed about what the Ghana tertiary education is all about with regard to monitoring, regulating, evaluating various standards in the tertiary institutions of this country. We are equally aware of the need to let you know some of the problems that face GTEC. In addition, it is important to gather the views, ideas, and suggestions from the media on the most effective and efficient ways of propagating the essence of quality assurance by exposing the running of unaccredited programs and institutions to the public. So in addition to me briefing you and telling you about what GTEC stands for, we expect that by your experience in dealing with various national developmental issues, you will also let us know how best even to deal with you. We must not gloss over the fact that Ghana has over 200 accredited public and private tertiary institutions, with student population of 580,751. Ensuring quality education in these institutions is onerous, given the challenges in monitoring and evaluating programs offered by these institutions. And that is the more reason why the media should be with us on this journey of ensuring that there's over 200 institutions at the tertiary levels conform to rules and regulations that will help in enhancing quality standards in the various education institutions. Our friends from the media will agree with me that managing the aforementioned quantum of tertiary education institutions in today's neoliberal environment is very demanding and challenging for policymakers, operators, and civil servants. The challenge that is especially daunting for those in developing countries, including ours. I have no doubt in my mind that we are all ready and willing to take up the challenges to ensure quality education in the country.
So, background to the establishment of GTEC. You are media presidents, and I'm sure you would have scrutinized the 1992 Constitution several times over. The foundation for establishment of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission is in the Constitution itself. The 1992 Constitution envisages a single apex regulatory body for tertiary education. So under Article 70D, Roman 4, you will notice reference to the National Council for Higher Education, howsoever described. 1992, the early part of 1992 was part of the period of history where a lot of reforms were taking place within the tertiary or higher education space. And at that time, that single apex body was referred to as National Council for Higher Education. It was anticipated that as the reforms took shape, the name might change, but in whichever way it's constituted, as it is called GTEC today, it must be intended as provided in the Constitution as that single apex regulatory body. The objects of the Commission, as specified in Act 1023, is to regulate tertiary education in all its forms with a view to meeting certain specific aspirations. Number one, we regulate institutions to make sure that they provide efficient and effective management. The management of the institutions are effective, there's efficiency, there's cost effectiveness in the work they do. Number two, the objective is also to make sure that the institutions provide consistent quality of service. We've agreed to give quality education to our Ghanaian students on a day-to-day basis. Is the job of GTEC to make sure this contract is upheld. Then we make sure that the institutions actually work for what they are set up to do, advancing the application of knowledge, whether through research, through learning, or through technology transfer. We want to make sure that our institutions are at the very edge of scientific enterprise. And last but not the least, you know that education is largely a means to an end, in many respects. The whole purpose of setting up our tertiary education system is to develop a certain critical mass of human capital for national development. So these are the key aspirations that guide the broad mandate of regulation for GTEC.
Now let's move away from the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission there and move to some matters relative to security, because the Minister